Boy, howdy, I am fucking fired up today, let me tell you. What in the motherfuck is up, fam of Liberty, and everyone else who's watching this video who isn't following our channel for some mystifying motherfucking reason? It's your new best friend, Big Sarge, the artist formerly known as Admin Tim, founder of the Sons of Liberty. If you're just coming across this channel for the very first time, you might be a little confused about whether or not we're on the same side of things, so as Mick Jagger said, please allow me to introduce myself. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck neo-Nazi sympathizer Elon Musk, fuck the GOP politicians, and fuck the billionaire elite class that has its fucking boot on the neck of just about every American citizen. This channel and its comment sections are not a safe space for bootlicking simps for a convicted felon, adjudicated rapist, Wish.com fascist oligarch, failed insurrectionist, wannabe authoritarian tyrant, or his shadow puppet master who's the world's biggest supervillain man-child. Now that you know where I stand on things, if you're still here and you're not frantically rage typing into my comments box like a goddamn snowflake with the emotional maturity of a toddler, then maybe consider following this channel after you watch this video. Or don't, I don't give a fuck. So the fix is in and Donald Trump is confirmed by Congress to be the next vice president. Yes, I said vice president because everyone knows that shadow puppet master Elon Musk is actually the real president. Have you seen J.D. Vance anywhere recently? Don't worry, I'll wait. Didn't think so. So one of Trump's standard tactics is to say the most insane, outrageous, egregiously impossible things, and that's when he's not lying about stuff that really did or did not happen. This tactic of saying outlandish things is to rile up everyone, distract attention from things he doesn't want you to find out about, but also to make everyone constantly on guard for the possibility that he may be legitimately trying to do a thing that can't otherwise be done. It's an abusive tactic to wear people down mentally and emotionally. You can't maintain that heightened state of vigilance for long periods of time. Eventually, you crack or you succumb. So the latest examples are Trump threatening to annex the Panama Canal, which would essentially constitute an act of world war. He's threatened to annex Greenland, which is actually a populated autonomous territory that belongs to Denmark and thus is part of the European Union. This would also constitute an act of world war. And oh, by the way, with the melting of the ice due to global warming, its abundance of mineral wealth is starting to attract attention. Where have we heard such a similar story? Trump has also threatened military action in Mexico and Canada. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the United States has military troops all over the world, in smallish numbers here and there. And then there's our military here in the United States. We don't have a massive army. We augment our strength by having a technologically advanced military, which is something called a force multiplier. In other words, instead of needing like 50,000 men with rifles to charge a hill, we just shell it with pinpoint accuracy, then we send up some tanks and some infantry fighting vehicles, call in some airstrikes, and do the job for a smaller body count than, say, Gettysburg. But potentially waging war on multiple fronts isn't something the United States can handle. Not now, not even 80 years ago. I know some people out there think that the United States single-handedly won World War I and World War II, but we didn't. We were late to the first one, late to the second one, and by the time we got really good at fighting, we'd suffered a lot of catastrophic battlefield casualties in Europe, and also Japan. And it was a combination of nations that trapped Germany against an advancing, pissed-off Russia, with Russia doing a lot of the dying and killing. Over in the Pacific, we needed the help of the locals, and we needed the help of the Aussies and the Brits, just to name a few. So despite all these MAGA fuckface ass clowns saying that Trump's first term was successful because he avoided war and got us out of a few battlefields, they're now clamoring to send American troops into war again, because that's what their pumpkin spite Palpatine is saying. They're even talking about renaming the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. These are the same dumb fucks who got super triggered by France not towing the line when we invaded Iraq. Remember freedom fries instead of French fries? Remember freedom toast instead of French toast? That didn't last long, but in typical MAGA fashion, they're all in on renaming something just because their Velveeta Voldemort said it. Anyway, I feel like a lot of these Al-Qaeda motherfuckers who like to LARP as Meal Team 6 and Green Buffet cosplatriates need to head down to the local recruiter station after, of course, King Musk and Vice President Felonious Bunk purge it of woke left-wing Democrats. Let's see these motherfuckers do what your boy Big Sarge and countless anti-fascists and liberals have done. Defend their country. Like, let me see you put on a uniform and battle rattle. Let me see you put your fucking Monopoly money where your fucking mouth is. Do what I did, then come talk to me, clown-ass motherfuckers. Anyway, a couple of other big stories out there. Techbro oligarch Mark Zuckerberg has decreed that Facebook will no longer be fact-checking, which is cool because they were only fact-checking left-leaning stuff anyway. He also said that they won't be censoring hate speech, which is cool because you could already get away with calling people fat and and I bet you thought I just used a bunch of slurs, but watch the outtakes. Anyway, my Facebook caught a 30-day suspension one day for literally copy-pasting what somebody else said to me on the Sons of Liberty page. That guy didn't get any action because he spammed our comments for a couple of days, and I had to use my backup in order to ban him. So clearly, Mark Zuckerberg, who is Jewish, allows stuff like, say, anti-Semitic content from his fellow fascist bootlickers. Anyway, the Sons of Liberty admin team is now looking to bring on a couple of admins who have a Facebook account, and your sole purpose will be to shitpost fake news about Mark Zuckerberg. But also, you have my permission to start referring to MAGA supporters as property, because Facebook and Meta have actually said that they're allowing people in the 21st fucking century to call women objects. So fair is fair. I don't make the rules. Now, we can call women objects on social media, then we can call MAGA objects as well. Tools, if you will. Last thing I'm going to talk about is this perception that some formerly left sellout cowards have been saying, and that's that we should regroup as liberals or Democrats or whatever, and that we should weed out all the divisive identity politics policies and get down to focusing on stuff that could win across the aisle, like abandoning our LGBTQ friends, the gay and lesbian community, the trans community, so that we could convince the Reich Wing to embrace something like universal health care, as an example. Let me tell you why that's not gonna fucking happen on my watch. First of all, your boy Big Sarge is queer. Yes, I'm married to a woman, and yes, we do kinky shit as a straight passing couple that might dabble in some hetero flexible non-monogamous shit, but I'm an equal opportunity nutbuster and have, in my past, topped more than just a vagina owner. So right out of the gate, we're not going to be abandoning the gays. This bullshit comes from former Reich Wing junk Uyghur of TYT, or the Young Turds, and his self-admitted red-pilled bootlicker Anna Kasparian, or whatever the fuck her fucking name is. I don't know, I don't watch them, but I know who the fuck they are. Anyway, all y'all alleged liberals that are still giving them your views and comments, it's time for you to figure out where the wheels fell off of your ideological wagon. You're either a fucking liberal, progressive, democratic, socialist, leftist, whatever you want to call yourself. I call it the American left just to piss off the pedantic assholes. Or you're a fake fucking fraud masquerading as a liberal so that you can feel good about yourself. Get off the fucking fence and get in the camp, or get gone. Either you're with us, and that includes the trans community and the gay community, or you can go hang out with the Trump crowd like former lefties from the Young Turds, or like those Krasenstein brothers who basically simp for Elon Musk so that they can pretend to be his token liberals on his platform. I'm a single issue voter, and my single issue is motherfucking democracy, fam. That includes democracy for the marginalized people who, before the election, you claimed that you stood shoulder to shoulder. Let me make something clear to y'all. We are not leaving anyone behind. Period. End of discussion. It's fucking wild that in 2025, we're having this goddamn conversation. No, we're not. Shut the fuck up about it. Motherfucking Trump called us the enemy within. I am the enemy within. This motherfucker made me his enemy, and I'm gonna openly embrace that now. FBI and Secret Cervix, come interview me at my house. I do not give a fuck. I'm gonna live stream it and embarrass you on the internet. I said that was the last thing I'm going to talk about, but I changed my mind. The Sons of Liberty social media organization, which I started when Trump descended his gold-painted escalator to announce that he was running for office, has turned into a thriving community that is trying to organize into a protective network of allies and family. This wasn't my doing. I mean, it was, but it was because you requested it. I get on camera and crank out rants, and my team and I get on social media and post content. But when my angry veteran truck rant videos started going viral, my mission somehow turned into something more. And I'm fine with that. So categorically, you asked for this and we delivered. Our mission is summarized into basically 2 points. Point number 1 is that we exist to provide a network that may eventually turn into an underground railroad. I'm going to leave it to you to figure out what the railroad is for. But we've created an organization that can help the marginalized and the oppressed across the United States. Point number 2 is that we've created an action center that can mobilize across the U.S. 18 January is our first big test of number 2. After Trump is sworn in, it will be our first test of number 1. And like I've said before in a dozen videos, no one is coming to save you. Not federal judges, not Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, not the rule of law, not your elected officials, not even an army of Luigis can save you. If you were waiting for Joe Biden to do some last minute sneaky shit to decertify Trump and make him ineligible, you're a fool. And the news media isn't coming to save you. Hell, half of them are owned by conservative oligarchs, and all they care about is making money and making ratings. And Trump gets them both. The rest of them are already trying to normalize and sane wash the insane shit that Trump is saying. Remember how Washington Post changed his banner to "Democracy Dies in Darkness," and then just before the election, they decided they were going to stop talking shit about him? Now, that banner is now back on their website. The fourth fucking estate is partially to blame for how we got here in the first goddamn place. So when they start talking about these dark times, remind them loudly, everywhere, that they helped get us here. And I'm gonna be real with you, fam. A lot of these so-called liberal and left-leaning media alternatives, the talking heads and the pundits, they exist to post content to social media and get you to share it. They don't give a shit about any other leftist unless that leftist is palatable to their sensibilities. Want to know how I know? Because your boy Big Sarge reached out to a whole bunch of them, and actually I reached out to some and some reached out to me, and I responded affirmatively. And it's been exactly fuck all that's happened since then. I'm just too foul-mouthed, I'm too reactionary, I'm too comfortable with violence. Who the fuck even knows? That's fine though. I'm gonna be on the outside like I've been going on for like 9 years now. And yeah, some of these soft-handed American leftists might show up to the January 18th protests, but are they going to help you cross state lines to get an abortion? I mean, go camping with an aunt or an uncle? Are they going to show up and help your trans friend move out of the state? Are they going to help your gay couple friends? Or maybe you're the gay couple. Maybe you're the trans person that's trying to leave the state. Who the fuck even knows? Are they going to help out your undocumented grandfather when Trump starts trying to deport people? Nope. They're going to make shit posts on social media, peddle bullshit conspiracy theories and half-baked, well, this thing could potentially happen, even though it never will. Or they'll just continue writing these long-winded historical polemics that are partially sucking Joe Biden's dick to make him out to be the reincarnation of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, aka FDR. They're going to ask you to donate to their super PAC so they can run for office, which is a fucking laugh, because if Jasmine Crockett and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez haven't managed to shut MAGA down except for in deliciously tasty sound bites, then what is Brian Tyler Cohen gonna do? Not a goddamn thing. I'm fucking done with all of it, fam. You and me, we're in this shit together. I don't give a fuck who you are. If we share an overlapping ideological Venn diagram, get in my foxhole and let's fight the motherfuckers. Nobody is coming to save you but you and people like you. People like you and you and you and me, we make an us. And the resistance starts with us. To that end, we've begun organizing local Sons of Liberty chapters by region. As usual, please do not ask in my comment section if we have a chapter in such and such state or such region. Get on Discord, because rule number 1 of Sons of Liberty Fight Club is that we don't talk about Sons of Liberty Fight Club. I have a whole ass video on a subject called OPSEC, and some of y'all need to watch it, and some of y'all need to rewatch it. We do all of these things on the Sons of Liberty Discord server because social media oligarchs like Mark Zuckerberg and Apartheid Andy can't deplatform us, nor can they mute or censor our content despite putting out policies that say they're not gonna. We do these things on Discord to keep them off our backs. Discord isn't just a chat platform, however. We have sections for gamers, we have sections for the regions that we have helpful resources where you can learn about self-defense, home defense, firearms discussions, canning and jarring and preserving, your contingency plans, bug out bags, requesting help. We have a channel for veterans. We have off-topic stuff like posting music. You can get updates from our social media, which does make our Discord ping heavy, but there's a whole ass channel where you just go and press a button to turn off those notifications. If you are having trouble with Discord, I have a whole ass YouTube tutorial on how to Sons of Liberty Discord. So if you need assistance, start with that video. The invite link to our Discord server is in the Throatpunch at the end of all of our videos, and the invite link is also in the YouTube video description, and it's also in the link tree in the YouTube and TikTok channel descriptions. If you like the shirts or the hoodie that I wear in my videos, some of them, but not all of them, are in the Sons of Liberty merch store, which is listed in the link tree in our TikTok and YouTube channel descriptions. On YouTube, it's also in the video description. Sons of Liberty tactical patches are in, and I'm filling like 40 or 50 envelopes a day to ship these things out to y'all. I may have some left over when all is said and done. If you like our video content, then guess what, fam? We have a whole social media presence elsewhere on other platforms, so we'd appreciate it if you'd follow us on all of our other socials, whichever ones that you still have. The various socials that we have are listed in the Throatpunch at the end of our video and in the link tree, which again is found in the channel description. On YouTube and TikTok, we would also appreciate it if you would subscribe, like, and get notifications. A little bit of a different process on TikTok, but if you're still on TikTok, then you already know that. And fuck that platform, fuck their goddamn censorship of our content. You can help us extend our reach by sharing our video content on all of your socials. You can go find Sons of Liberty on those socials and share that content, or you can just share the fucking video, whatever. And you can help us beat the algorithm by leaving us at least 7 words in the comments. 7 words is a George Carlin reference for things that you can't see on television, like fuck, shit, damn, cunt. I don't fucking know what those 7 words are. It's been forever since I've watched it. Anyway, it's a Deftones song, but it's also the threshold for the algorithm to decide that your comments on our content is meaningful and that it should therefore suggest our video and our channel to people who watch the same things that you watch. 2 claps and a Rick. 1 team, 1 fight, fam. We don't leave anybody behind. Woo! And now, guess what time it is?
And now it's time for the Throatpunch!
Obligatory Mikey appearance so that you don't fucking lynch me in the comment section because I didn't have your favorite admin in our videos. You want to say hi to the fam of Liberty, buddy? I interrupted his nap, so he's probably keen to rejoin that. Oh no, you just want to stand there and stare at me? Okay, that's cool. I guess you did want to get down. Won't be censoring hate speech, which is cool because you could already get away with calling people fat fucks and neckbeards, and I bet you thought I just used a bunch of slurs. You asked for this and we delivered. Our mission is summarized into basically 2 points. Point number 1,